The clips that you have just seen was from last summer. I'll put the link to the video showing the full review of the 52M in the description box. I wanted to just tell you my findings after, it's December now, so basically 6 months, right around there, I've been using this knife. I've used this knife in the past 6 months, probably more than most people will in 5 years. I'm always out in the bush, I'm always using it. It's actually my go-to knife, to be honest, right now. It, does everything I need. It's a budget knife. It is tough as nails. This knife right here, I have taken and I have beaten, baton with it. Some pretty hardcore stuff that you wouldn't even attempt with other knives. So I've been giving this, a work over. You can see now, just from batoning and stuff, it's starting to, the coating's getting a little bit of wear on it and such, but that's to be expected. It still works great for a survival knife. A survival knife is the same thing as a survival kit. You have to look for something that is in your skill set. A large knife like this, I can use. Other people, it may be clumsy in their hand and such. You have to learn how to use it to be a proper survival knife. Now, for me, I have done everything I need to in the bush with this knife. I prepared meals. I made traps. I've carved cutlery, spoons and such with this knife. I've chopped down and made shelters with this knife, which is very important. That's why I like a bigger knife. So I can chop down saplings, 2-inch saplings and such, so I can make shelter. I can, I've actually cut down 3 to 4-inch tree with this. It takes some time, but I can do it. So basically, it has to do the jobs I need out there. It's got to be able to make shelter. It's got to process wood for fire, and it also has to be able to do those fine tasks. This trade, SCHF 52M, has done all those things for me. It's almost as good as the day I got it. It truly is. It's showing a little bit of wear, like I said, but that's to be expected. But it's a really nice knife, and it's a budget knife. And I think that's why I wanted to show you this, just to show you my findings. I don't mind to beat this through a log and such. Though in a survival situation, you make sure that when you baton only what you need to. Because this, I baton hundreds of times with this. But that one time you're out there, you start batoning, you never know, they could break. You never know, you just don't. So you always treat your knives in a survival situation as this is your only knife you have, because it is. So I just wanted to do a little update on the SCHF 52M. It has treated me really well. Like I said in my previous video, when you first get this, micarta is a little sharp around these edges where it was cut out. So I took a little piece of sandpaper, went around just like this, and it's done. That quick on all the edges. And it's been perfect. I really like this knife. So it's a really good one-tool option for me. I wanted to share that with you. It's it's one of the best on the market, I believe. I have held a lot of knives, and I use a lot of knives. And this one here holds up. It really does. Have a good one, and be very selective when you choose a good hunting knife or survival knife, because it may be the only one you have in a very dire situation. Have a good one.